Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are talking about the multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis. So we are talking about the multiple sclerosis. What is multiple sclerosis? The multiple sclerosis is an autoimmune disease of the central nervous system. It is autoimmune disease. Autoimmune disease of central nervous system. The multiple sclerosis is autoimmune disease of the central nervous system. The multiple sclerosis is characterized by chronic inflammation and demyelination, gliosis, and neuronal loss. It is autoimmune disease of the central nervous system. The central nervous system pathology include chronic inflammation, demyelinating of the neuron, demyelinating of neuron, gliosis also occur, gliosis in the multiple sclerosis. The gliosis is plaque or scarring, plaque or scarring or scarring is a result of this neuronal loss occur. The course can be relapsing or progressive. The course of the multiple sclerosis may be relapsing or progressive. The course may be relapsing or progressive. Multiple sclerosis lesions typically occur at different time and at different location of the CNS. At different location of the CNS, the lesions occur of the multiple sclerosis. The multiple sclerosis affects the individual worldwide. It affects the individual worldwide. Affects the individual worldwide. Millions of people are affected by the multiple sclerosis today. The clinical course is extremely variable. They ranging from relative benign condition that is asymptomatic to rapidly evolving condition. The clinical course range from benign condition. Sometimes the condition is benign and the patient is asymptomatic, and sometimes the condition is worse and there is symptom. The symptoms of multiple sclerosis. The symptoms is different. The sensory loss occur in 37% of the patient. Sensory loss occur in 37% of patient in the multiple sclerosis. The sensory symptoms are variable and include both paresthesia, example tingling, pricking sensation, pins and needle type sensation, or painful sensation, or painful burning, and hypoesthesia. The symptoms include both paresthesia, example pricking sensation, tingling, pins and needle like sensation, or painful sensation, or painful burning, and hypoesthesia. Example of hypoesthesia include reduced sensation, numbness, or dead feeling. The symptoms is different. They may be hypoesthesia, paresthesia, dead feeling. The patient feel that he is or she is dead. Dead feeling. That is the sensory symptom occur in 37% of the patient. Unpleasant sensation, example feeling that the body parts are swollen or the body parts are wet, raw or tightly wrapped. This is unpleasant sensation. The unpleasant sensation also occur. Pain is the common symptoms of multiple sclerosis experienced by 50% of patients. Pain is a common symptoms that experienced by 50% of patients of multiple sclerosis. This is the common symptoms. Other symptoms of multiple sclerosis include optic neuritis. Optic neuritis. The optic neuritis occur in 36% of patients. In 36% of patients there is optic neuritis. The optic neuritis presents as diminished visual acuity or decreased visual acuity. There is color perception, distortion in the central field of visions. There may be afferent pupillary defect. The afferent pupillary defect is usually present. Fundoscopic examination may be normal or reveal optic disc swelling, that is pupillitis. Pallor of the optic disc, that is optic atrophy, is common. Uveitis is uncommon. Uveitis is uncommon. So there is color perception, diminished or decreased visual acuity. Afferent pupillary defect is common. There is visual acuity. Visual acuity decrease. Color perception. Color perception occur. Afferent pupillary defect is common. Is common. The afferent pupillary defect is common. The visual blurring in multiple sclerosis may result from other diseases. The internuclear ophthalmoplegia is also occur. There may be also from palsy of the sixth cranial nerve, but they rarely occur from the third or fourth cranial nerve. Internuclear ophthalmoplegia may occur. Internuclear ophthalmoplegia may occur, and sixth nerve palsy occur. The other nerve palsy is less common. Third nerve palsy or fourth nerve palsy is less common. The internuclear ophthalmoplegia consists of impaired adduction of one eye due to lesions in the ipsilateral medial longitudinal fasciculus. There is difficulty in the adduction of one eye. Adduction of one eye difficulty occur in multiple sclerosis. A bilateral internuclear ophthalmoplegia is particularly the suggesting of multiple sclerosis. If the internuclear ophthalmoplegia is bilateral, it suggests multiple sclerosis. Now we are discussing the other symptoms of multiple sclerosis. The other symptoms, it is weakness. The weakness occur in 35% of patients of multiple sclerosis. The weakness of the limbs may manifest loss of strength, speed, or spasticity, is a fatigue or disturbance of gait. The exercise-induced weakness is a characteristic of multiple sclerosis. Exercise-induced weakness is a characteristic of multiple sclerosis. Other symptoms may be loss of strength of muscle, loss of speed, or loss of spasticity, or not loss of spasticity, spasticity only. They present as a fatigue or disturbance of gait. There is fatigue due to these causes. Hyperreflexia and Babinski sign may be positive. Hyperreflexia and Babinski sign are positive, and there is hyperreflexia. The facial weakness due to lesions in the palms may resemble the idiopathic Bell palsy, but unlike the Bell palsy, the facial weakness in multiple sclerosis is usually not associated with ipsilateral laws of taste and sensation. There is facial palsy, but not laws of tastes, not laws of taste, sensation, taste, laws of, not laws of taste, sensation. In the Bell palsy, there is laws of taste, sensation also, but in the facial palsy, due to multiple sclerosis, there is no laws of taste, sensation. More than 30% of the cases of the patient have moderate to severe spasticity. More than 30% of the cases of the patient of multiple sclerosis have spasticity. 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 A bilateral internuclear ophthalmoplegia suggestion of multiple sclerosis. If the internuclear ophthalmoplegia is bilateral, it suggests the multiple sclerosis. Now we discuss the other symptoms of multiple sclerosis. Other symptoms of multiple sclerosis include ataxia, gait abnormality. Ataxia occur in 30% of cases. Vertigo may occur. Vertigo occur in the 11% of cases, and paroxysmal attacks occur in 4% of cases. Paroxysmal attacks occur in 4% of cases. The bladder dysfunction occur in 4% of cases. Bladder dysfunction occur in 4% of cases. The pain occur in small population. The lethargy also occur. The lethargy also occur in 3% of population with multiple sclerosis. Impotence in 1%. The epilepsy occur in 1%. Falling occur in the mild cases of multiple sclerosis. 1% of the cases their patient may fall. Now we discuss what is the lethargy. What is lethargy? What is lethargy? What is lethargy? Lethargy. What is lethargy? The lethargy is an electric shock-like sensation typically induced by flexions or other movements of the neck. That is shock-like sensation. Lethargy is shock-like sensation that occur in the multiple sclerosis in 3% of cases. The trigeminal neuralgia may occur in the multiple sclerosis. Trigeminal neuralgia. Trigeminal neuralgia may occur in multiple sclerosis. The trigeminal neuralgia occur in multiple sclerosis, and glossopharyngeal neuralgia also occur. This occurs when the demyelinating lesion involve the root entry or exit of the zone of the 5th, 7th, and 9th cranial nerve. When the 5th, 7th, 9th cranial nerve entry or exit are involved in the lesions that is demyelinating, so the trigeminal neuralgia may also occur. The facial myokymia also occur. Facial myokymia. Facial myokymia can also occur in the multiple sclerosis. The facial myokymia consists of either persists rapid flickering contraction of the facial musculature, especially the lower portion of the orbicularis oculi. If the orbicularis oculi muscle are involved or the innervating nerves are involved, the facial myokymia can also occur. Or there may be a contraction that slowly spreads across the face. There is contraction that across the face, because the multiple sclerosis is the multi-system disorder. Now we will discuss the heat sensitivity in multiple sclerosis. Heat sensitivity. Heat sensitivity in multiple sclerosis. The heat sensitivity refers to neurologic symptoms produced by the elevation of body core temperature. There is elevated body core temperature. Elevation of body core temperature. So the heat sensitivity also occur. For example, unilateral visual blurring may occur during hot shower or with physical exercise. For example, the unilateral visual blurring may occur. Unilateral visual blurring may occur, that is due to elevated body temperature. Heat sensitivity with hot shower or with physical exercise. This occurs with hot shower or shower or with physical exercise. It is a common symptom of multiple sclerosis to worsen transiently, sometimes dramatically during febrile illness. At acute attack of the initial symptom of multiple sclerosis, there may be elevated body temperature and heat sensitivity occur. Now we will discuss the other symptoms of multiple sclerosis. The other symptoms of multiple sclerosis, there is bladder dysfunction. Bladder dysfunction. Why bladder dysfunction occurs in multiple sclerosis? Now we will discuss. The bladder dysfunction is present in 90% of multiple sclerosis patients. Bladder dysfunction present in 90% of patients of multiple sclerosis. It results in weekly or more frequent episodes. It results in weekly or more frequent after a week or more frequent due to chronic multiple sclerosis. There is incontinence also due to bladder dysfunction. Incontinence may also occur in multiple sclerosis of bladder dysfunction. During the normal reflex, the widening relaxation of the bladder sphincter, that is called alpha adrenergic innervation. In the multiple sclerosis, the bladder dysfunction occur. The symptom may be present weekly or frequent. There is urinary incontinence. In normal person, that is normal reflex, the widening relaxation of the bladder sphincter occur. That is alpha adrenergic innervation. Alpha adrenergic innervation. In the normal person, there is alpha adrenergic innervation of the bladder coordinated with the detrusor muscle. This is coordinated with the detrusor muscle. This is coordinated with the detrusor muscle in the normal reflex. That is normal reflex widening relaxation of the bladder sphincter. That is alpha adrenergic innervation. Alpha adrenergic innervation and relaxation of the bladder sphincter occur. This is coordinated with the contraction of the detrusor muscle. Due to the contraction of this detrusor muscle contraction, this is widening reflex. The detrusor muscle is muscarinic cholinergic innervation. This detrusor muscle is muscarinic cholinergic innervations. And in the cases of the multiple sclerosis, there is bladder dysfunction occur in 90% of cases. There is hyperreflexia occur. The detrusor hyperreflexia occur. Detrusor hyperreflexia. Detrusor hyperreflexia occur. In this case, due to detrosal hyperreflexia. The detrosal muscle is cholinergic innervation. When there is hyperreflexia occur, there is impairment of the suprasegmental inhibition. This causes there is impairment of suprasegmental inhibition. Suprasegmental inhibition. Suprasegmental inhibition. Inhibition. Due to the suprasegmental inhibition of this bladder dysfunction in the multiple sclerosis, this causes urinary frequency, urgency, nocturia, and uncontrolled bladder emptying. This causes frequency of urine, frequency, urgency, nocturia, and uncontrolled emptying of the bladder. Detrosal sphincter dysregia also occur. Detrosal sphincter dysregia also occur, and this causes the difficulty in initiating and stopping the urinary stream, producing hesitancy. This producing hesitancy of urine due to detrosal muscle dysfunction. There is difficulty in initiating and stopping the urinary stream, producing hesitancy due to the detrosal muscle dysfunction. There is detrosal sphincter dysnergia due to the loss of synchronization between detrosal and sphincter muscles. There is the imbalance and loss of synchronization of the detrosal and sphincter muscle. Loss of synchronization of detrosal muscle and sphincter. So there is loss of urine. Loss of urine and difficulty in urine stopping and initiating. This produces hesitancy and urinary retention and